feeling after the heroics of last week and coming into this week?
Well, I think everybody's really happy with the outcome. Was a really tough one. Demand a lot from the players, from the fans, from everybody, I think. But yeah, in the end, it was an amazing night. One to remember. But that is in the past. Now our focus is already against Wellington. We know they have a great team, a really good team, tough to beat. So we are focused on that. Try to recover the best way possible to go against them in the best way possible.
Your record against Wellington is fantastic this season. Is there kind of a mental battle there as well?
I'll not say mental battle, but I would say that we have something to prove. I think we don't need to overdo it. I just think we need to be really focused on what we need to do. Keep on our game plan because it's working. Against them was always a tough games, but also if we recall, they only scored in a pen and in 2 own goals. So I think as well they know we are a really tough team to beat. And in the end, I think it will be a really exciting game to watch. Everybody's ready. For sure, they are ready as well. So everybody's really looking forward for the game.
How have you all recovered? 120 minutes, penalties, and the turnaround to this week. How's everyone?
Physically, still recovering. Everybody, I think, is normal. Mentally, I think everybody's already focused and switch on the Wellington now game. But yeah, still recovering a little bit. Like I said before, it was a really demanding game from everybody. We play 104 minutes, I think, with 10 men against a really tough side as well. So yeah, I think everybody is trying to recover the best way possible to try to arrive in the best fitness way possible as well to the game, because it will be a really tough game, a really physical game. So everybody needs to be on the 100% to try to have a chance against Wellington.
How is Zizou going after the disappointment of being sent off and suspended? Have you spoken with him?
Well, during the game, I think he was really nervous. After the game, when we arrived in the changing room, his face was a little bit like the relief that was not his fault that we were knocked out. And now we just need to try to make everything goes well, to give him a chance to play again. And to play again will be in the grand final. But yeah, next step now is Sunday. And he's in a really good mood as well. Of course, he's upset, cannot play. But it's part of football. So yeah, everybody's really focused on the game.
How do you cover for him? He's such a creative force. He's so difficult for defenders to handle. I imagine he's irreplaceable, but how do you cover for him?
We have other players as well. I think this year the squad has a really good depth. A lot of players have been playing. If I'm not mistaken, I think already 23 or 24 on-field players played. So that just shows that we have a lot of options. Of course, he's been one of our best players in the season, but for sure, whoever is the player who want to step in, for sure, we're gonna really do a really good job and try to forget a little bit Zizou and focus on Melbourne victory, because it's 11 players in the end, and hopefully everything goes well.
You're hoping for a big crowd, obviously. Last Melbourne team left. You're hoping Andy Park is packed down?
Of course, in last game was a proof that when they are behind us, everything is much easier, because when you are 1-0 down, 10 men, I think was 20 something or 30 minutes still on the game. If we didn't have the public behind us, I think it would be almost impossible to come back on the game. So of course they helped us, they kept believing in us, and it just gives you the extra effort sometimes to just push over the edge, and I think they were really important. So, and for sure they will come, because could be our last game depending on the other games and depending on our game at home. So yeah, I think they will come to try to support us. The schedule is not the best one, but yeah, it is what it is, and hopefully we can give a last moment of happiness before we go to New Zealand, and after we'll see.
Just yourself and Damien, it's been such a successful defensive partnership. Why does it work so well? Why do you two work together so well?
I think because we speak 3 languages during the game. We speak in French, in English, in Portuguese. No, I think like he's a tremendous player. He's been really consistent throughout the year and a half here and throughout his whole career in France, back in France. I think he's a really good, consistent player. He's always leading by example. And yeah, of course, they can say between me and them, but I think the credit is to all the team because all the team defend really well. But yeah, of course, he's a really good player to play alongside because he's my partner in the center in the defense. But yeah, really happy with him. Really happy with the team, and hopefully we can continue this good moment now to Sunday.
He's been the one scoring all the goals at centre back. Are you hoping to get in there?
Yes, hoping to score one more. He's 2 in front of me. So, but yeah, the most important for us is try to keep a clean sheet. It's our first job, and after, of course, if you can have a chance to score in the other end, it's amazing. He's being lucky to score in really tough and decisive moments. So hopefully, if we need me or him, we can score again. But hopefully, it can be an easier game, and we can have other chances to score during the 90 minutes.
Roddy, one last question. First time we spoke to you since Roxy's last game of the regular season, obviously played on the weekend. Tell us about the moment when you gave the armband to Roxy when he came on, and also what Roxy means to Melbourne victory over the last couple of weeks. You've learned more and more of what his contribution to the club.
I just gave because it was the right thing to do, I think. Any other player would do the same. Was a special game for him, so would make sense to just give him the armband. If he would start the game, I think the coach will give him the armband. So I think it's something just every human being would do. And what he means to the club, I think is a perfect translation of what being loyal to a club, being loyal to a city means. Nowadays it's really difficult to find a player like this. Of course, he could have chances to move, to go other places, to go overseas, maybe to receive more money. But he just kept loyal to the club, fighting. I learned as well that some years he was never maybe a starting 11 player, but he always finished the year playing. So that just showed the character he has. Still really important inside the changing room. He's still a really important person. It's not being so he's not having so many minutes this season, but the last 2 seasons I've been here, he was playing as well a lot. Was not a starting 11 player, but finished the year always playing. So yeah, amazing human being, amazing professional, amazing football player, and I hope we can still give some more joy until the end of this season to just say goodbye in a really nice way. Would be really good.